begging for this.
Hey guys, welcome back to Yellow Shoelaces. Today is Wednesday. Wonderful Wednesday. Winning Wednesday. Wow, Wednesday. All right, I know that was a little intense, but I love Wednesdays. I've always loved Wednesdays. It just feels very powerful to me. I don't know why. It gets me really excited. And it's not just because it's the middle of the week. It's just always been that day for me. Let me know what day is your favorite day of the week. Could it be Wednesday? Okay, it could be any day, but that's just my day. We are getting ready for Valentine's Day. I know a lot of people can't wait, to kind of boo up with their little love thing. And it's going to be really interesting to see how creative people are with this whole quarantine mask thing. And it's going on with Valentine's Day coming up. So I know a lot of people are going to be very creative. I'm looking forward to seeing those memes and pictures on social media and how that turns out. And then we have that, I think most people have that Monday off, which is President's Day. So you get to recuperate from all the freakiness that is going to be going on Sunday. So yeah, that's happening. What did I do today? I had today off. I don't know, how do you forget you have a day off? But I had today off. I ran some errands, grocery shopping. I did post office and just some other things that I need to do outside. I made some phone calls, to some friends and family that I haven't spoken to in a few weeks, just kind of making sure that they're okay, checking in mentally. And if you guys haven't, pick up the phone and call someone. It's great to text, but sometimes people really need to hear your voice to just kind of get a sense that, you care. Not that texting doesn't mean you don't care. It's just, I think when you hear someone's voice, they took out the time to actually dial 10 numbers to speak to you. So it feels kind of good, that you're doing that. And the 10 numbers is the phone number plus the area code. I know it's still 10 numbers, but yeah. So just, check in on them, say hello, kind of listen to them, kind of express themselves. They could be going through some things right now and they just can't convey that through text. And to just actually hear a voice asking you how you're doing and giving you an opportunity to just kind of like vent and kind of let it out would be nice for some people. So yeah, if you haven't already, just, call someone that you've been thinking about, who's been on your mind, and let them know that, you love them and you care about them. So do that. PSA. All right. So I made some phone calls myself and was actually on the phone with a friend of mine who I haven't spoken to in a little bit. And we were discussing, things we did back in the day. Me and this person used to run really, really, really tight back in the day. And we were just discussing things that went on in our wild days, kind of running around. And there's some things that, we told each other, things that I wouldn't even repeat now. But there are some stories that, I kind of look back on and I laugh at, like, oh my God, I can't even believe, like, we did this. And there's actually one story in particular that I want to share with you guys today. And it's kind of a lesson in here too for young women who are out, on dates. And I know today a lot of girls, they're out and they're thinking, oh, well, he has me, he should pay for this, he's a man. And I will tell you, always have cash on hand or some type of monies, but cash particularly. And I know we have a bunch of apps like Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and things like that, but never underestimate the power of cash. You don't know. You can be in situations where some places won't accept these other forms of payment. So I say that to tell you this story because I was dating this guy, long, long, long ago. And, it was like a new thing for me, like dating. I wasn't really like dating a lot. So this was kind of a new relationship and a new thing for me. I've dated maybe 2 other guys before him. And I remember going out to this restaurant and we've been seeing each other for a little while and we got along pretty well, with a few arguments here and there. But we just happened to be out this one night in a restaurant and we had great dinner. The meal came up to about, with drinks, maybe 200 and some change. So we started a nice little conversation, which kind of escalated for some reason. I don't even remember what happened, but we started arguing. And it wasn't that serious to me, but for him, he was just very passionate about it. And I remember just thinking, I kind of just wanted to go home. And we were near the end of the meal, and he gets up and storms out of the restaurant. Now, the first thing I'm thinking is, what's going to happen right now? I don't have money to pay this bill. I had maybe $50 on me, and that was just kind of some mad money that, if something happened, I had money to get in a cab to get home, make some phone calls if I had to, but it wasn't enough to pay this bill. I wasn't even really thinking about jail so much as I was about being embarrassed with the other customers in the restaurant because I couldn't pay this bill. And, you just don't want that attention drawn to you. And I'm just like kind of freaking out inside, like, oh my God, the waitress comes over and it's kind of like, well, are you guys done? And she's seen us kind of going at it, but then he gets up and walks out. And I'm just like, oh my God, like, I don't even know what I'm going to do. I'm just really, really, really embarrassed. So I sit there for a little longer and I'm thinking, should I order more drinks? Because if I'm going to jail, and mind you, it probably wouldn't even been jail. They would have just given me a ticket or something. But then I'm just thinking, if I'm going to jail, I'm going to have another drink. I want to get like toasted so I won't even remember this experience. And I'm sitting there, maybe 15 minutes passes, and he comes back and he sits down. And I'm not even thinking about making up. I'm not thinking about asking him what happened. Why did he storm out? I just want this bill paid. And I want to get out of this restaurant in case he decides to storm out again. Because I'm thinking, this is some like girl move. I should have been the one storming out the restaurant, but he storms out. So I'm playing it cool. I'm not saying anything to trigger him because I want to get out of here with the bill paid and just walk out. So I say all that to say, had I had, maybe my own cards, because I didn't have any cards at the time. I just, had the cash on me. I say that to say, always have money on hand. Don't think just because you're out with some guy. And even like now, guys think, well, if I'm not going to, get with you tonight, then I'm not going to pay this bill, because there are men out there that would do that, so always have cash on hand. I mean, I didn't break up with him right after that. We still seen each other. I just made sure to have meals at home from that point on. So, if we argued, he's not going to leave his own house and I could easily get home. So yeah, to hell with that. So I, after a while, we dated for a little while longer after that, and we just kind of ended on mutual terms because it just wasn't even that serious anymore. But I say that to say to young ladies, please make sure you always have cash on hand. Don't ever get caught out in these streets stranded. Have enough money on you so that you can possibly stay in a hotel or, take a cab ride home or to a friend's house and not have to worry about someone else picking up that bill or your friend possibly picking up the cab for you when you get there. You should always have your money on you at all times, especially cash. Always have more than you think you may need. So that's my little story time for today. And I hope you guys are doing well. We are going to have another podcast coming up shortly. We're going to be talking about Valentine's Day things and just, the whole meaning of Valentine's Day, why people are so kind of caught up into this. I don't even want to call it a holiday because it's not even really a holiday. It's just a day that people recognize each other and love each other more than they do on any other day because it's Valentine's Day. But that's a whole different story. So we'll talk about that later. Yeah, so that's going to be it for this episode. And you guys to always remember to stay intrigued. And until next time, bye.